Hello YouTube fans, Matt Rant here, and welcome to another episode with Kaijus featuring ninjas. The ninja form being a slight variation, but one of the first variations of the deck, which is able to bring out Humongous with the Art of Transformation, or with the Super Transformation, which brings out Godzilla or Dogoran, as we know it. It's also influenced by hands because that's a good engine to work with Kyoto Waterfront to gain all of its counters. This is a very dangerous deck with Regeki in monster form and Lose One Turn in monster form as well, which have very easy variabilities and has quite a decent amount of speed with easy search in the deck and Magic Planters just for extra consistency. And it can also steal back the monsters I give to you and tribute out really pesky monsters like Quasar or Miss Valley, Apex Avion, which can really fuck up a lot of people's duels. So yes, please bear witness to hopefully the fucking up of their duels instead. So yeah, also this week I've also been talking about maybe changing my duel sets to single duels in just one of the best duels in the sets and not actually show the other ones, just don't need those, and just put those up as videos and then, but depends if you guys are interested in that or would rather just keep on this version. So please leave your comments below. Thank you, and let's go on to the duels. And duel 1 is against 8 Jack Men 9. Okay, that's a really weird name. Hopefully we can win this. I'd rather go first than anything because as soon as I get out my plays, it's very good. And start with that terraforming. Get my Kaiju Waterfront before I put all these things on the board so I can get all what I need. And the actual mat's been put on, so that's very nice. Rhoda adding the Hanzo. And secondary Rhoda adding a Hanzo. How unexpected was that? Just remember the days when Rhoda was at 1. Yeah. Adding that Nijitsu Art of Transformation, because the insect one's the best. And Kaiju Coliseum. I've got to take a lumber throat. And during your draw phase, Art of Transformation. Third counter on my Kaiju Waterfront, and the big strong sticky thread Kaiju. So your normal special summon is going to be limited in capacity to kill me. Okay, this could be anything at this point. Coach, well, Wolfpack, okay. At this point you don't need a Wolfpack. And removing 2 of my counters now makes your monster's effect negated, which is very shameful for you. Oh really? That's not nice. First I've got 3 counters on that, so that's fine with me. And yeah, you can't attack. And that is good, so I can search now. I'm probably going to search out my Humongous and go for Hanzo. Hanzo's effect once more can search us out something very powerful, like the Super Transformation, which is good against anything that's non-pendulum. Pendulum can't be influenced by that. Well, it sends to the extra deck, but then you don't get to resolve your effect, which is annoying as hell. And I limited his XC plays as well, so that's even more plus with this. Thank you, Kaiju Coliseum. And another Tenki. That is fine, that's fine. Keep on. Keep on going with your Tenki. Adding that Barong. Oh, it's a Fire Fist, Fire King mix, maybe? Looks more like Fire King now. Transformation. And let's put in something new. We're going to be Forbidden Lands. Circle of Fire Kings. Oh, that's annoying. Vandy's Endless. That's stopping everything actually. Oh, actually sends us to the graveyard. Unless, no, you get killed by this, I think. Terraforming. And that Kyoto Waterfront, number 3. And searching out my Kaiju. And that's about it because I can't do any further. At least this has protection against what it really was going to do. These ones are completely dead at this moment. And then now a wrong beatdown. It's so weird. But I'd be able to tribute it anyway and something like Kaiju. The mad flame Kaiju. Oh no, not the Viking. Add one Viking monster for me to hand. Okay, he's going to add Yaksha. Okay, this is dangerous. Very dangerous. And that Morong's going to add the Circle of Vikings. Now that's alright. But this leaves me with the predicament that I can't summon anything because there's nothing in my hand. Where's my Ice and Fire hands? Yeah. I really need Ice and Fire hand at the moment. And that Wolfback gets an XC play. Really. I'm probably going to say it's going to go to Tiger King right now. Was going to go to Tiger King. And that Yaksha, yeah, it looks like it's going to Tiger King now. And it's going to hit me down for quite a lot of damage. Hopefully he leaves a monster on the field so I can Supreme Kaiju it. But you never know. I don't think there's any monster that's going to. He's going to go and do Gaga Cowboy, isn't he? Yeah, Cowboy. No defense in my hand, so I have nothing further to play with. And Cowboy for game. As per usual. See? Cowboy for game. Shame. Vikings overtake the Kaiju. On to Duel 2. And Duel 2 is against Patates. I think it's Patates? Looks like it. And better opening at least. But it's not my turn, which is annoying. Because then he can shut down the summon or effects of Hanzo. Or it turns out to be Gradle and it's going to be a really tough match. Oh really? It's going to be Clownblade 2.0 with the flame mascot. And Archery Eccentric is going to pop the flame mascot and summon out whatever you summon for it. And one Performage. Well, that's fun. But a bit of a waste for a Eccentric Archfiend. But then again, it's turn 1, so you had no other real alternative. And going over to bring out a rank 4 with 3 materials exceed? Maybe? No, 2 materials, detach, summon out, trick clown, go into a second one. Really? Oh, sorry, Dragon Infinity. Oh, come on, top deck of Kaiju, top deck of Kaiju. One Kaiju would be lovely right now. It's one Kaiju. I could just send that to the graveyard and then everything's gone. And no, unfortunately it's not the case. Colosseum. You fine with that? Maybe, yes, no. Okay, gonna have to limit his summons then. Until I can draw a Kaiju. Unfortunately, this is just very powerful. So say you can use it during the damage step. No. Yeah, you can use it in damage step. And Damage Jungle is going to add another Performage, probably Trick Clown. Though he didn't summon Trick Clown last turn. Which is a possibility. If you had summoned it in attack mode, you could have added it as an overlay and then detach it later on, so it wouldn't have been hindered. But you never know. And he is now going to kill my monster. Fire Hand has to activate, and he can detach and negate it. And that is a sad day for Fire Hand, as he has just been tossed aside. And I'm not letting you have that. Banlist. And it is now my turn, and I... thank goodness. Kaiju and remove Brainwashing. And I'm not going to summon any other monsters because if I do, he gets a chance to exceed. So I have a lose 1 turn monster, but it can't use his effects while I don't have the field spell. I have a way of stopping all of his exceed summonings. And he's going to... no, he's not going to go into anything. Aha! That is better. And I have to kill something. So kill this little flame mascot. Though it doesn't gain anything for the Kaiju waterfront as it wasn't since the graveyard. Which is sad, very sad. And he's going to summon out probably something like Trick Clown or Damage Juggler. Damage Juggler! How nice to see you again. And hopefully he doesn't top deck an MST or a Eccentric Archfiend. Oh really? Top deck Mageki. 2 counters. Hopefully he gets to send another card to the graveyard, and then that'll be 3 counters and everything will be happy and fine. But though he can't go into Lavalval Chain at this point, which is good because it's forbidden. It's only... oh really? Excite all night. Yes, I remove 1 counter and regain that counter. The Kaiju waterfront is not destroyed. And the terraforming begins, adding out our Kaiju waterfront. Meaning I can search for free. And I will add the Mad Kaiju. And is there any real reason to go on further? Maybe. We'll go for Hanzu. Hanzu's effect activates, adding out Super Transformation. Which is kind of a dud because I'm just waiting, I'm just trying to stall for time to gain my Kaiju waterfront. And gain as much progress as I like. As long as I have 3 cards on that, I'm completely fine next turn. As I can eradicate any exceed he would choose to use. But he probably has Damage Juggler in that graveyard. No, he didn't put the Damage Juggler in the graveyard. He's going to Excite on. I'm going to move 1 more counter and regain that counter. Oh, he now has the Damage Juggler in the graveyard. Maybe it goes for Utopic 0. No, Future 0. And that Flame Mascot once more. In the Pendulum Zone as well, and he's got a Pendulum Summon ready. Interesting. Attackers, that's interesting. And overlaying these little fours to make some good XC monster. A lot of things could happen here. And okay, during your plus when activation timing of the trap hole will be activate. I feel you, bro. And the waterfront now is going to abuse this so much. And I'm going to send that to the graveyard. And I'm going to switch up my monster. And I'm going to remove 3 counters, 2 below your field, and regain my counter. Next I'm going to go for my Hanzu, and Hanzu is going to add as Super Transformation. I wonder what he was going to originally go for. I'm thinking he was going to go for Castell. If he had done that, would have been painful and killed me. I can't attack my other Kaiju. Thankfully my opponent did misplay, so that's just giving me one chance. Okay, one face down. Could be anything. And attack directly with the Kaiju. It was a bluff. Thankfully. But that Clown Blade, very bad. I will only top deck an Ice Hand and then top deck a Fire Hand, but that Fire Hand wouldn't have been there because neither of those draws would have been applicable, because if you had shuffled down to the deck, it would increase the deck size and change the chance of that being a hand at all. So I could have had a Kaiju and done that exactly if he had done Castell anyway. So yeah, on to the next duel. And duel 3 is against Dark Hunger. Unfortunately, I was watching a video while I was waiting for the next duel, and he got a little impatient, which is fine, unreasonable, unfortunately. And Terraforming. Hi. Never usually get many people actually talking, and he didn't draw into something good, so that's not good. Going for the Terraform, going for my Kyoto Waterfront. We always have to go for the Waterfront, so very good. And going for a Terraform to add another Kyoto Waterfront, because that'll give me a plus on my Waterfront anyway. And now the Hanzo. Hanzo will give us that awesome ninjutsu art of transformation, and he does not like that at all. And this deck, yeah, bro, I know the struggle. And the transformation is gonna give me a Humongous and enough counters to lose one turn, and he's gonna top deck Regeki. And that should still be on the field, so I can Magic Plant the next turn and gain 2 pluses. Well, gain a plus. So this is going to be, well, if we find out what deck he's playing, I always play Mermail. That's not fun. That destroys the set card, that's fine. And I'm not going to use, yeah, actually I'm going to use that. Because he will get his draw if he can get a Mermail card if he does. But Waterfront is now defenseless, although still got the Waterfront here, so that's fine. Hopefully that kind of shut down his engine enough for me to survive this turn. Even Mermails. Thankfully I wasn't actually dueling at the time, competitively at the time that this was a thing, as that would have been horrible to go against these. And adding that, an anti-marksman back to the hand, which is thankful for me because I didn't give him any further plus. And time for the Magic Planter. Okay, when this card leaves the field, destroy that type monster. Oh fuck. Well, that blew that plan out of the sky. Okay. I have to run into that, kill it, and then try and get some plus off it. Run down. And one counter. Pop that. Special summon out Ice Hand. In attack mode, because I don't need to keep it like that. Humongous can now kill that Abyss Surge. And Ice Hand can give us some damage. And then we can have at least one search and search out the Mad Flame Kaiju, because they partner off very well in this deck. And it is your move. An Abyss Spike is going to activate. And I'm going to remove 2 counters to negate that. Unfortunately, something didn't go off the field. It went off into the graveyard from the hand, which is annoying. And he's probably going to go for something to overlay on. And another one that destroys set cards. I'm not sending it from the hand, and unfortunately I only have 1 counter, so he can really get through this with 101. Yeah, 101, the typical play. And my poor little Ice Hand is going to die because this is not a good matchup for it. But I at least got my counter back to 2, So I'm fine with that, and I've got Magic Planter now to get what I need. And drawing into a lot, and let's search out. We'll go for another Mad Flame Kaiju. Always the good option. And Rhoda's gonna add us out a Hanzo and give us the 5th counter we need for this card. And now summon out that Mad Flame Kaiju. You're gonna send your monster to the graveyard just to summon out my own monster. And waiting for some reason. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe he's a Max C in the hand or a Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbits. Wouldn't be the most unexpected thing. I'm going to remove 3 of those counters from my Waterfront to blow up the field. On your side of the field. Oh, he's got an Effect Veiler. Wow. That's what he was waiting for. But don't worry. Don't worry. I've got my Hanzo. He's going to add my less than equal to. That's good. But I have all 3 of them out, which is not good. From your deck. That kind of kills it. But thankfully not 3 counters on there, so it is fine that way. And he's going to probably kill my Hanzo. And he surrenders. Okay. Well, I didn't expect that. That was a big lead up for nothing. But Kaiju's taking out the Mermails because of that Humongous lose 1 turn effect, which is always good. On to the final duel. And our final duel today is against Sax Player 47. Originally I misread that. Well, no, I misread that, and yeah, I better not say what I misread. But yeah, Sax Player. He's most likely got a Max C in the hand because that always goes like that as soon as he has one in the hand. And a Ritual Tamer. Wow, I didn't expect Ritual Beasts. I haven't seen those on this server for a while now. So let's see where he's going to go with this. And with Kaijus, they don't give them time for the tag out. And he's going to go for the whole set probably. He hasn't got the best combo yet. He needs the Conhawk and Elder combo. Whereas this is not going to give him that combo. This is going to bounce him back, send out another 2 things, and go for a lot of plays. Gonna try and get some plus, gonna banish out probably something else. Probably Conhawk into this graveyard, or no, actually he didn't go for the Tamer. I was thinking the Tamer might be a better option because then you've got 1 of each. But not everyone goes for that option. Gonna send those 2 fusion monsters, or 1 fusion monster. Then he goes over 2 of the fusion monsters. He can't tag out at this point anyway, so fusion monsters would have been better. And Steeds. Now that's going to be very powerful in this duel. And no remove brainwashing, which is saddening. And going for that Rhoda. Going for that Hanzo. And I need to kill something else, so I'm going to send your monster to the graveyard because I steal all monsters. And Fire Hand is going to start to burn this all up. Killing my own monster, taking 1400 damage, just to destroy my own monster I summoned, and then able to summon out an Ice Hand that can attack directly, and both of us will have taken 1400 damage, which is always good. Well, more or less all good. And with 2 Call the Haunted, that's nice to set up with for later plays. This has left him with less for hand. I'm just waiting for that Ritual Beast ambush. D-Fissure. Alright, that's killed all my hands. And Wen has just very much killed me. Gonna banish another thing, probably go for a Ritual Beast monster. Yep, as I said, a Ritual Beast monster, you go for the Ulti-Apelio effect. Thankfully there's targets in my graveyard at this point to go for a Call on it. Although this is going to be very effective, it's going to be banished so we can't gain its effects. And summoning out that. Probably go for the Kaiju. Yeah, just summon out the Kaiju anyway. You never know. And if he does Ritual Beast Steeds it, I have more protection here anyway. And going for that reinforcement to the army. Gonna add my Hanzo. And let's force him to use his cards. Tag out or Ritual Beast Steeds, he has to use this at this point. But I'm in a really bad position anyway, I didn't draw it, I'm drawn to anything applicable. Call it Haunted, I have to reborn my Fire Hand. I'm gonna have to shuffle that back into the deck. Because targeting anything else, it will not be that effective. And this is gonna search us out. Normal transformation. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't exit at this point, which is annoying. And that doesn't target. What do we have? Do we actually have anything cast out? Yeah, that's what we needed. And attaching 2 materials is going to shuffle back that diffusion into the deck. And setting 1 will pass. But he'll be able to tag out, so I'm kind of lost this anyway. Don't think I'm going to have enough applicability. Can't draw into my remove rage washing. I might have to put back my Untitled into the deck. But with it so crowded, oh my god, Ritual Beast Ambush too. Needing that Untitled so much. Yeah. I'll probably have to use Upstack Garland's deck somehow. But there's so much, it's so tight on stuff when you're using this kind of variants with Fire Hand and Ice Hand. And this point is more or less game because he should be able to go into what he needs. He's going to tag out and get that effect once more. Okay? Not yet. Well, it's hard to always explain Visual Beast effects because it's so hard to keep up with them because it takes so much mental stamina. They can easily cheat in real life. You wouldn't know at this point unless you were really keen on the duel and your brain cells hadn't melted. Because 20 minutes per turn, Visual Beasts so powerful. And reuse the colour arc is their mantra. So yeah, not in a good position whatsoever. And that colour arc is just gonna bounce and bounce and bounce until it gains enough plus off all those Ritual Beast monsters. And as long as he gets 1 card going into that graveyard, he can do this infinitely. New Age Infinities. Stuff and nightmares. And that awesome Ulti-Apelio is going to completely wreck my cast down. Although it does change it back to 26, which is the only thing that's nice about that. And the Patolphin. But we go for Ygopro now, because you have the variant Seducer. And our top deck of Kaiju. Ulti-Apelio is usually the win con for this deck anyway. But he's probably going to think against that because of the Kaiju's being able to tribute his monster without him able to stop it. So yeah, maxing out. I think there's more or less 2 steeds there and 1 ambush. So literally can't get any further with this. And a Kaiju actually did get top decked. That's nice. But it doesn't help me at this point. Wow, it's raining very hard. And sending that Peltolf into the graveyard. Have to set that onto the field. And you're probably going to go for my set monster because it's going to have to wait it out. And it's just pissed down again. I'm probably going to get that ambush once more. Just waiting for the play. No? Not yet? Oh. Sure that wasn't going to happen. Although if he can get into Lightning Chidori right now, this is completely game because he can just bounce that back into the bottom of the deck and literally wreck my day. Although 1 or 2 don't play it, it's still very, very powerful. Shame that with a counter trap, that would just make them so broken. You need a counter trap. Every deck needs a counter trap nowadays. And I thought this was going to be a quick duel. And we're going to have a further Ulti-Apelio plus. Going to remove all those points, and he's got Ritual Beast Steeds, which isn't going to be that effective at this point because Ice Hand will still blow up one of those things and still summon out my Fire Hand, which is always nice. Thankfully, D-Fissure is no longer on the field, and we no longer have to worry about it. But you could top deck Macro and then sad face. And there's 2 monsters instantly going back to there, and gonna add 1 more Ritual Beast card, another ambush. He has added so many Ritual Beast cards in this duel. And he goes for the Castel. Exactly what you need to go for. And with not enough attack, I don't think that's enough. No, that's not enough. 43. Shame. 500 life points I have to wait for. And Emergency Teleport, that is going to win this duel. Wow. With Elder at 1200 attack, that completely wrecks me. Ritual Beasts, too good for Kaijus. And with so little amount of support in the deck, you either have to go for a Ninja variant, or Hands variant to be very volatile, but you need so much straw, or you go for a Stall variant with Swift Scarecrows and Battle Faders, which can be also effective. So yeah, thank you for watching this episode. Please leave your comments below if you got any suggestions for the deck or any suggestions on the changing of the videos. I'm more than grateful to read those. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and to see further content. And thank you for watching. Matt signing out.